Hello, Joshua Curry here, and today I'm going to show the behind the scenes of my recent horror spin off series called Stick. Yeah, it's a Stickmin Gang spin off, which this is supposed to be scary. And by spin off, it is absolutely not canon, just took a bunch of elements. Oh, and yeah, this buddy right here. I just took most of the elements from him, and he enjoyed my spin-off idea, and he planned to make a remake soon. Oh, and I'm doing it behind the scenes at the moment. Well, because that, I just want to make sure there's lore in it. And the main part is the lore, but the rest is just scrapped content. Also, shout out to him, by the way. Alright, so first, the scrapped content. I was having another Stickmin Gang member, another person, which is that Enderman person, but anyway, so I already planned him to be completely inspired of the merchant from Resident Evil 4, but that idea got scrapped because it doesn't fit very well. Oh, and I was planning my girlfriend Angelina to have a role in the story, but that ended up getting scrapped because I couldn't figure out which role would she play for. So she got left out as well. Sorry about that. Oh, and I was planning the audio right before each start of the series. I was playing an audio about the whole at the lore. Yeah, so chapter 1 is like that stick demon incident. Yeah, so like me and Henry use our own inventions, so I thought about having a robot and Henry thought about using a cartoon. So that which the robot idea is successful, but Henry's ended up backfiring, which ended up creating a demonic entity and all that. Oh, and then chapter 2's audio, he has about like one incident where Ellie Rose end up transforming into a creepy monster in the series. So Stick Demon is a failed experiment because he was created without a soul. Ellie's is more successful because she was created with a real counterpart soul. So in chapter 3, you decided to build a robot counterpart of Henry because they need like a mascot version of Henry, but then it malfunctioned and causing another incident. Chapter 4, the audio part that. So Charles Wells is presumed dead because the explosion in space, and you all know the rest, but this part, he actually survived, and there's no way, so since he was claimed dead, he returned and tried to introduce himself, but they just turned against him because they saw him as a ghost. Also, he's filled with rage. Oh, and last but not least, chapter 5, didn't think of it planned at all. Let's say that me and Henry built a club called the Stickmin Club. Yep, just to have the whole Stickmin gang thing popular. Anyway, let's get to the whole lore and explain it.
Alright, Henry.
So, Henry wrote me a message, or should I say protagonist? Well, me. Yep, so I agreed and decided to go rescue kids. Like, rescuing him is optional, but most importantly, rescue his kids and all that. So, trying to search for the kids. But I was completely unaware about monsters. The next part. Yep, I encountered the most deadliest demon. The stick demon. So, the chase begun. Yeah, I ran for my life, and the stick demon kills anything that moves, whether it's weak or not. Just kill anything you see. Yeah, I fell down onto like slip and fell.
I hope that's definitely.
Yeah, and I knew it's definitely not Henry because that looks, well, somehow nothing like Henry.
Sure they're not gonna die easily.
I knew that most monsters don't die easily, and I rescued Dennis and Mia.
You must be the
Yeah,
guy Dad has sent to rescue us.
they figure out I was sent to rescue them and decide to go leave the place. Well, in this part, alright, so this part, Ellie, in her monstrous form, she's now a deranged monster, overprotective, deranged monster. I don't know that next word, I think. Never mind. She just took Dennis and Mia while I wasn't looking, and I just screamed out. I was like, Dennis, Mia, trying to try to rescue them, but they got taken. Yep, Ellie Rose. The only memory she has of her own children. She would just kill anything that goes near children, even the ones that were sent to rescue the children. She would just kill them anyway. This part, yeah, I went rescuing them. Another chase sequence, so I have to run and hide somewhere. So, yeah, so it's like that hide and seek part, so I had to run and hide, and then this next part soon. Just a minute. Yeah, this bit, I just hid somewhere and it's like trying to hold. I was like really scared, like trying to hide as best I could and wait for it to pass. And the next part, yep, I've managed to get to. Alright, so next part, I managed to get to Dennis and Mia.
Dennis, Mia.
Yeah, and we all run for our lives. Yeah, and Ellie, while in her murderous rampage mode, was planning to take the two children back and eat my brains, rip me apart and eat my brains. Yeah, and even my flesh as well. Yeah, just run because. And then this part, yeah, the building part is so unstable, yeah, so they got debris fell on her and just fell on the legs, just broke her legs, but Alright, so this part, yeah, originally planned to have that metal door fell on top of her and break her legs, and she'll return in the final chapter, but that idea just went soggy as sponge. So I decided have debris fell on her and broke her legs, and yeah, she just died from bleeding out anyway, and just have redemption early instead, and then she apologized. Anyway, so both children
Sorry.
went to Ellie.
Will you forever forgive me?
Yeah, she apologized on goodness right before she bleed out, and then I forgave her. And then the father of the children, Henry, arrived. So, and then next part, chapter 3, I explained to Henry that I came because the letter he sent to me. Yeah, and he decided that he rather has his children safe, if anyway, even though he died or not, he rather want his children safe. Yeah, he trusts his old friend and to look after him. Good friend, you'd say. And then anyway, so Henry trusted me to keep his kids safe. Keep his kids safe in order to, just keep them safe, keep them out of the danger. And Henry knew he has a very difficult chance of getting his kids out, so he trusts an old friend to help him with the thing, managed to get me involved, and I decided to agree. Yes, it's a great friend of him. I agree. And then anyway, so Machine Henry, the machine counterpart of Henry, took me and Henry away from the children and put us in the test chamber. So we managed to pass 3 tests. So we have number 4 and always 6. So missed that cut off, got interrupted from the next 2 and the current one. Yep, turn off the lights and cut off. Yeah. And then machine counterpart me decided to use the dumbest accent ever, so that Machine Henry wouldn't figure out it was me, but that didn't work. So, but then we managed to escape anyway. Yeah, and a very long chase, and next part we managed to got out in time. Managed to got out. Yeah, and then the next part, that sort of core transfer reference is that I managed to take over Machine Henry's position, and then Machine Henry no longer thing, so I managed to took over the position. I managed to plan to send us surface first and then just untie the kids and give them back later. And then it was good, but fair. Yeah. And then Machine Josh got corrupted because the code within Machine Henry that caused him to turn evil. And then he turned Machine Henry into a pickle. Yeah. Pickle Rick reference. Yeah, not only inspired of that potato version GLaDOS, but but he also did that Pickle Rick reference. He also decided to keep Dennis and Mia hostage. Well, because the code corrupted him, and then Machine Henry, yep, now free from the corrupted code. Oh, yep, accused of Machine Josh as a moron. Yeah, just shout like Machine Josh shout that he is not a moron, and then me, Henry, and Machine Henry got sent down the bomb the pit, and then next part is chapter 4, and yeah, we were fighting the army of those mutated toilets just called, yeah, fighting against all those mutated toilets called the talking toilets, and I originally planned and called Turbo Toilet 2000, but I went with Toilet Lord instead. Because I don't know, I couldn't think about why, but I think Toilet Lord would be much better than different. I don't know if it's copyright infringement, but I bet they don't mind it. But I think Toilet Lord sounded much better this way. Yeah, just fight them all. And the green stuff, it's that chemicals. Which, yeah, so I decided to buy a couple of the ink from JoJo Studios, couple of Remnant from Fazbear Entertainment, yeah, even Javanium from Ban's Kindergarten. Yeah, just mix them all into this new type of goo called chemical. Oh, and ingredient I forgot. It was one of those 3 gels from Portal 2. Yeah, we just mixed in it was the conversion gel, the repulsion gel, and the propulsion gel. The repulsion gel is the blue one. Go with white, red, and blue, because I can tell which one's which except for the conversion gel. So the blue one is bouncy. The orange one, yeah, makes you run faster. Yeah, the white ones lets you use the portal. So I mixed in only the white one. So the ink, the conversion gel, the remnant, and the Javanium, mix them together in that green substance called the chemical. It was used for, well, not only create mutated monsters, but also corrupts AI, so it was the chemical that... Anyway, I'll explain more later.
Henry, I figured it out now.
Yeah, by the way, that the chemical causes those toilets to mutate, causes any object that can mutate, create the murderous cartoonish experiments, also causes robotic AI to turn corrupted, and it's, yeah, disturbing, like, and turns out it was not Henry's fault, nor mine, which we both found as well. It's neither of our faults. If you're comparing us to JoJo William Afton. Anyway, so in Amanda the Adventurous, Sam Colton, while the creator of the show, well, he may cause the events, but it was never his fault. Well, he tried to save his daughter. He regretted what he did, but he tried to save his daughter, but failed because the greedy company Hamilton Entertainment. If it were real, I would have it bankrupt, sue them, and, well, even have the founder of Hamilton Entertainment arrested, sentenced life in prison, or possibly executed. But and never mind. And the main point is, whoever's the blame for the events, between me, Ian Henry, which one's the real blame? The true answer is neither. Neither of them are the blame. him because, like, yeah, it's all just incidents, mistakes, accidents. We just learn from our mistakes. Anyway, back to the main story.
Causes monsters and killer robots.
Yeah, and then we were on the way to
What's what?
we were almost on the way to rescue the children, and then right before Henry finished, he got stabbed in the back by an old friend
Henry,
named
hello.
it's Charles Calvin. Well, he's no longer a friendly, goofy fella like he once was. He kidnapped the kids and dragged them into the place, all because he's completely blinded by rage. Yeah, so he took his anger out on the government for exiling him. It killed most of them. But then Charles, he's blinded by rage that he planned to take his anger out on his old friends. So he kidnapped the kids and dragged them into a dangerous facility. Yeah, really. Yeah, so
Why?
the government exiled him, but there's no reason to take it out on your old friends.
Exiled.
Old friend. No, can't take it out on your old friends anyway, but he did because he's completely blinded by rage.
So you kidnapped the children and took them here just for revenge against the government?
And then Charles, well, he revealed his current power, which is like he already injected the chemical within him, which only his arms mutate to like claws something. Yeah, and his eyes turn green because of the mutation.
Witness the power.
You were once
Yeah.
a helicopter crash.
And then
friend.
I had no choice but to fight him because I had to fight him. Yeah, because there is no choice anymore. He became a traitor completely. And yeah, so he used to be a great friend, but then he's blind by rage and I had no choice. Yeah, after defeating him,
Do what you have to do.
yeah, after that, yeah, he let go of rage and he decided to let me kill him. Anyway, so I was planning to say no, and then he decided to just kill himself, but I decided to kill him an honorable way. I had to honor him with warrior's death, so I just did it. So yeah, I just redeemed it there. So I said no, and then he just ends up killing himself. But then I just went back to like, well, honoring him with a warrior's death. Just give him an honorable death, and yeah, and you know, I said to him, his body, you done awesome plans, old friend. Yeah, I've just reminded him about how his plans are actually awesome, claim awesome, but which were funny. Yeah, so he let rage corrupt him completely, and
I then told
in the next part, I originally planned the part where I tell an actual scene where I told Dennis and Mia that Henry died But then I just change it to me narrating the whole thing because I just couldn't figure out. Yeah, maybe the one who's doing the remake might gonna improve this part. So yeah, but
Henry himself.
yeah, I explained it all, and then later on,
Because
yep, I managed to get Machine Henry his position back. He had defeated Machine Josh, but gave Machine Henry his position back. But then Machine Henry got killed off. He ends up getting killed by the stick demon. He is back, and then I try to fight, but then Machine Josh now currently cell on 5 because overheat from the new positions, and so the currently overheating. Well, Machine Josh told the fleshy counterpart and to take the kids and get out of the building. While I was being set on fire, I decided to kill the demon. The stick demon once for all, just fish him off. And then a emotional fight again. Yep, so it was brutal and fatal. Oh, it's brutal and emotional though. So, and I meant after killing off the stick demon, just finally kill him once for all. Machine Josh, well, due to the overheating of the machine, due to his inner wires caught on fire, well, he died. Yeah, he died. The programming has burnt down, yeah, died, and then the whole building burnt down because of the fire. Yeah, story has finally finished once for all. And the protagonist, well, Field, that was me the whole time, and besides just, yeah, at the end, well, each of our story decided to continue. Yeah, the two children and I decided to continue lives. I've back to normally. So just move on from all that tragic incident and try and make sure not to end up having to get PTSD as well as I do. Just yeah, and that's it. Just, I wouldn't say happily ever after, but I think it's more of, yeah, I think it's actually more of, well, move on from that tragic stuff. Yeah, both lost a parent, but yeah, I was sent to take over and raise them, and at the end, I done what they said, and I done what the dad and an old friend said to me. Just keep the kids safe, look after them as my own, and yeah, and I did exactly what I've been asked. And hope you like the whole thing, and Henry Person, Stickman gang leader. If you're watching this, I'm sure some of the parts may be improved, but most of the parts must be accurate enough, because some parts are most important features. Yeah, and then some parts I'm sure you might improve them to something better, because I knew you were planning to do a remake. You chose to do remake, so I think some of the parts might be improved and might be better than the way I did, but oh well. I'm sure all that, well, I'm sure it's gonna be better. Yeah, some parts do improve, and if you heard this, yeah, you can add the lore and you can add the scrap content if you want, but I didn't have the urge to add those scrap content for obvious reasons, but anyway, I'm sure your version is might gonna be kind of better than mine. Yeah, I just hope so, cause yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching and see ya. Hope you enjoyed the lore and understand the whole thing now. Anyway, good luck to you all, like and subscribe, and see you all next time. See ya.